Assalamualaikum. Today I will be presenting our scenario, which is DDoS TCP SYN flood detection, where our objective is to detect DDoS attacks targeting a public web server using TCP SYN floods, a common method to exhaust server resources by flooding with half-open TCP connections. So, for our source, we have two datasets. The first one is from Kaggle, and the second one is from the real-time attack simulation data. So I will explain what is SPL using the data from Kaggle. So what is SPL? SPL is a Splunk query language for searching, analyzing, and visualizing machine data. It enables users to extract insights from index data using powerful commands, functions, and expressions. So some of the core capabilities of SPL, it can do data searching where we can search events using keywords, field values, and boolean logic. And it can do filtering. We can use command like search, where, and rex to narrow down the result by time, field values, or patterns. And it can also do transformation where it can modify and enrich data with eval, rex, and sparse for parsing complex formats. And it also provides you with a statistical analysis where it can perform aggregations and trend analysis using stats, charts, and time chart. And also you can do data manipulation where it can reorder, rename, or format fields for clearer analysis. And it also can do visualization where it can drive dashboards and charts for actionable insights. And last one, it can do complex queries like it can use subsearches, lookups, and macros for advanced cross-source analysis. So as you can see in this dashboard, we have a few queries we use. I will show you just two of them. The first one is stop packet transfer between IP, which is a kind of filtering. So you can see here, this is the command. It will show you. Oh, sorry. And it will show you the results. And for the second one, we will see the top the flag count where you can where it separate scene, act, push, and RST using this command search, and it will separate it and count it for you. That's all. I will pass to brother Nick. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. In this demo, I'll show a simulated DDoS sync flood attack and how we monitor and detect it using Splunk SIM. Alright, in this simulation, we have to create a situation first. We have two virtual machines. Both of it will be operated using Kali Linux. The first one is the attacker will be acted as an attacker, and the second one will be acted as a victim. All this network were gathered on the same network, and the same net. So we are no longer needed extra configuration just to connect between these two machines. And before we proceed, since it uses a network, we have to know each other IP addresses. So IP address for attacker is that 192.168.127.128, and IP address for a victim is 129. On the victim machine, I will add an IP table rule that treats every TCP sync to port 80 as suspicious, and all those logs will be treated with a special prefix. So I'm going to use this command. You can see it detects only on port 80, and we will put a prefix of TCP DDoS. Even though this is an IP table, but this doesn't block any traffic. It only writes to the kernel logs with the tag of TCP DDoS. Alright, next I will grab the TCP DDoS tag and store it in ddos.log file, which is the log file that we are going to use for the monitoring in Splunk. So the command I will be using is this. You can see we only grab the TCP DDoS and we will put it in the DOS.log file. So to prove that we have the log running, you can see over here. Alright, so this is the log, some of the logs. On the attacker virtual machine, I will launch a sync flight attack. See, I will launch a sync flight attack towards the victim machine. So the command the tools I'm using is hping, which is a common DDoS tool. The command shows that I'm only attacking port 80 with the random source. The reason why I'm using the random source here, because I would like to create a spoof IP address so it will look like a true botnet attack, right? So let's try to attack the victim. So currently it is attacking the victim, and to prove that we are already attacking the victim, you can see over here, just access the log back tail. Alright, yeah, I can see the log is updating, which is all these log are possibly a DDoS attack. Right, after we have confirmed that it is possible to capture the log that is happening from the attacker to the victim, now is the time for us to do the monitoring using the Splunk. So let's open the Splunk, and let's do some SPL. So in my part, I won't explain detail about SPL because it is already explained before. I'm just going to show that this Splunk is working. So you just paste the source of the log, and it is possible to look at your log. You can see it is 11:55 and right now it's 11:57. I know it is not real time because I already stopped the attack, or maybe we can do an attack and you can see a real capturing. Okay, let's do the attack once again. Right, and you can see that this graph, it shows that the usage of the CPU over here is maximized, possibly due to the DDoS attack. So the time is still not updated because we have to refresh that. Since it uses a lot of CPU, so the current system is going to have a little delay. Alright, so you can see 11:57 and clock right now 11:58. It takes the Splunk may take a couple minutes because the log is from the local file, and it needed several minutes, several seconds to update on the Splunk. So you can see over here that we already captured that in real time. Alright, now we already know how to use the search features. So what can we do with search features? So through SPL query, we can create a dashboard. And in this case, since it is a presentation, I already create a dashboard. So let's open that. Let's open the dashboard that I have created. Dashboard. So this is the dashboard prior to the attack. All this dashboard will be all the data will be referred to the log. So it's still taking a lot of time because something's happening here, even though I already stopped the attack, maybe due to latency. Right. I'm gonna cut this. Bam! Alright, so this is our dashboard. Basically, you can customize the dashboard by yourself. Just apply SPL query. But in this case, we have chosen multiple important data such as active attacker IP count. So we can see that there are 2,800,000 IP had attacked this machine. And also we have top attacking IP. You can see that 192.168, 127, and 128 also taking part of this attack, and 99 and other IP also taking part of this attack. Also, we have packet rate per minute. You can see that there's a sudden spike happening over here. It's happening during, you can see, uh, 4th July at 12 p.m. So you can see we can do a lot of analysis from the dashboard. Alright, after we have created a dashboard where we can do an analysis, we can do an investigation, or we can do information gathering, especially what is happening to the victims, where we can see the victims log. So what is our response to that? One of the way as a response is we can create an alert whereby when an attack is happening, the SIM or the Splunk will notify the victim's owner that his PC is having an attack. So to create an alert, you also needed an SPL query skill. All right. So let's try some of it. I'm just gonna paste this. So what this command do is it will detect sudden bursts in number of IP sources, because I used random sources, so it can detect spoof IP address. This command can detect spoof IP address. So just press search and wait for it to load. And before it done, you also can just save it as an alert. Right? Just give it a title, spy or spoof IP, right? So actually you have a lot of options, alerts option. I'm just gonna use email over here. So when a spoof when there is a spoof attack, IP spoof attack, the Splunk will notify my email, right? Save. And you can see all the previous alert that you have created, right? Over here you can see all the alerts that I have created, right? I've created 3. All right. So the reason why I do not show a real-time alert, because the DDoS packet capturing requires a lot of memory and it utilizes a lot of space until it exceeds the trial version. So unfortunately, we cannot display real-time alert because the Splunk do not allow us to show that I have a proof. Yeah, you can see quota already gone. So unfortunately, you cannot show that. All right. That's all from our team. Thank you.